What sort of public notification and common procedures does the state have when it receives drilling permit applications?
Representative Lujan, our public comment period related to oil and gas operations largely fall within the OCD hearing process. So for a typical oil and gas permit that's applied in southeastern New Mexico, typically there wouldn't be a public comment in that.
So if I may, I want to seize on that. My research says there's basically none. And I think that the notion that there can be public comment when there's no requirements is one of the challenges that we have that we need to correct. We hear a lot about how much more quickly states can process drilling permits, but I think that we also have to be acknowledge that there should be a process that allows the public to comment as well. And I think that's something that needs to be addressed in New Mexico. Governor Martinez, in responding to Congressman Soto's line of questioning around methane, what requirements does the state of New Mexico have in place, in your words, to minimize methane exposure and waste?
Well, it is my understanding, It is my understanding, Mr. Chairman and Representative Lujan, that the flaring is one of those issues, and that they are trying to recapture and using technology through the industry to make sure that that is being used in a different way, and so that we're not having those issues.
Since my time is going to expire, you said try to capture. Is there a requirement in New Mexico for capturing of methane?
No, but the responsibility, well,
no is the correct answer. I mean, I appreciate that. And Secretary,
I don't know that it is the correct answer,
Yeah.
and I'd like Mr. McQueen to be.
Well, Secretary McQueen, if I could, you also pushed back on the basis of the numbers that Darren Soto presented to you, that 570,000 tons of methane each year due to intentional emissions, unintentional leaks and flaring of gas, 182 to 244 million. If those numbers are incorrect, what are your numbers?
The state is currently venting about 0.1% of its total gas production, and about 1.2% of its total gas production is being flared. And if you compare those numbers to peer...
How much is that costing the state?
Peer oil and gas states, you'll find that those are very comparable numbers.
How much money is New Mexico losing because we don't have any requirements to capture this?
Well, natural gas is selling for $1.60, $1.70 in MCF,
Well,
so...
Mr. Chairman, as my time expires here, I think that those are some questions I'll work with the committee to submit. We need to get some answers here, because we can't just push back on estimates that are being put forth if there's not a response associated with what's been calculated. It's been admitted that this methane is not being captured in New Mexico, it's being wasted, and we know that there's revenue being lost. We need to maximize this. In New Mexico, every dollar counts.